Oh, hello and welcome to Sea Friendly Reef and to a new video here on that little channel, and welcome to Florida. As you can see, I'm still in my hotel room, but I want to explain what is gonna happen today. We got a very special invitation from Jeff Turner, president of Reef Aquaria Design, here directly in Miami. And as I already know, he has some quite special customers with special aquariums, so this is perfect for our channel because we are allowed to join one of his trips today. Next to his aquarium building processes, he is also included in the maintenance work while having special tanks like we're going to see today. And to be honest, I have no idea what's gonna happen today. I do not know the tank, I do not know the owner. We had a special meeting yesterday in which we said that we are not allowed to film the house, the owner, people hanging around there, personal stuff, so privacy is very important and I can totally understand that. But of course, I'm gonna take you with me on that adventure. I'm on my way with Alex from Abyss, who is not seeing anything because of the beautiful sun here in Miami, and Chris from Coral View. Hello, my friend.
Hello.
We have no idea what's gonna happen today.
No, we have a little idea, but we don't know what that will look like. I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic day. I'm sure it's going to be exciting. I'm sure we're going to see stuff that, well, very few people get to see on this planet, I would say.
And we have already seen some very nice aquariums. If you want to see some more, please check out Alex's channel from Abyss. And yeah, we are picked up by Jeff in a few minutes and gonna see what's happened. Good morning, sir.
Do you want to go see some aquariums?
It would be so great.
Das Aquarium, let's go.
So great to have you on that channel here.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for inviting us. This is one of the most special places we have ever been, and we have been to special places.
A lot of special places.
On that channel we have reef tanks all over the world, but that one you have built here, wow.
Yeah.
I've seen it the last half an hour and I am totally impressed.
Thank you. This reef aquarium is, you know, kind of a dream for me, like most reef aquariums.
And you also have built
dozens.
Immense amount of special reef tanks.
Well, we've done them in different areas: Atlanta, California, Michigan, New York. I've been everywhere. But when I have one close to my house, you know, close to our office, this is wonderful. This is 15, 20 minutes from our office. And it was a dream come true because we can dive it, we manage all of the care, everything that goes in. I've been in control of every animal, me and Ryan, in the aquarium, every animal.
Yeah.
There's no mistake. There's no zoanthus, there's no soft corals, only stone coral, only stone coral.
Why did you go for it? I mean, of course, I have seen the light construction. So you're using next to LED lights also the sunlight. And here in Florida, of course, we have a lot of power into it.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to bring also corals which need a little bit more amount of light into it. But why didn't you go for a few soft corals, for example?
Well, I think really through so much years of experience, you have the opportunity, because it's close, to do stone corals.
Nice.
The issue with soft corals long term, of course, is they overtake the aquarium.
Yeah.
You have the big green Sinularia, it's beautiful, it's wavy. You have the mushrooms, they reproduce.
We've seen your facility, for example.
Yeah, and that's great, but that's a different idea. But being that it was here and we could control the destiny, the outcome, to an extent you're not God, but you act like God a little bit. So you design things from a natural environment, and I'm used to it. So when I looked at, doing stone corals here, it just made sense. We've had great success with a lot. We've lost a few species, a few pieces. And I want to show you one very special coral. This Turbinaria, the green one in there, is a big one, right?
Yes.
It's now growing on the back rock. That was in my friend Ed Solar's aquarium in his house in South Miami for, I think, almost 12 years. Now it has been here almost 2 years. So that coral in itself has been in an aquarium for 14 years. And it was growing so big and so big. And he says, Jeff, can you help me? I need somewhere to plant this coral because I don't want it to ever die. It's overgrowing in my aquarium. I said, I have an aquarium for you. And we put it in there, and now it's totally attached. There was an area in the middle of it, which was a dead zone, but you can see even the growth coming back.
Exactly. Yeah.
I put a snail in there to eat the algae in the middle of there. So now the snail's gone. Maybe Joey moved it yesterday. But it's amazing, as it is in the reef, the corals can get broken, they can heal. I mean, you can go anywhere and look anywhere. You can see things attaching all over.
In my opinion, I can only imagine it's hard to set up a reef tank like that with living corals because you need huge corals, just like that Acropora here or that Montipora. I mean, the tank, we have to say that, is about 2 years old.
2 years old now. And next month it's 2 years.
Yeah.
With salt water.
And for 2 years, these corals are huge.
Yeah. I started with some larger pieces aquacultured.
Yeah.
2 from friends of ours. Between ORA and ACI and TSA, that's just a good way to start. I remember the first corals were actually ORA corals. There's a couple of acros there. There's the pink Seriatopora hystric. There's different stylophoras, different Bacilloporas. You can see the Australian ridge coral that's growing. That's from ACI, another ACI. The Duncan Somnia was a very big Duncan. Yeah. And that was from ACI. The polyps are now opening in the morning. We're feeding coral foods every day. We're metering in that little cooler the foods every day. I think we're feeding 5 or 6 times. We have dry feeders. You can see the ring here. You have some TDO. You also would have some Hikari Seaweed Extreme pellets. And you would probably have maybe some New Life Spectrum or other pellet foods too. So we're getting a smattering of foods into the aquarium with dry food and liquids automatic, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, frozen foods, different varieties. That's very important to satiate, keep the fish happy and fat. Oh, fat and happy maybe? I need to lose 2 pounds.
No, you don't. You look great.
You can see we're already breaking back this chalice because the chalice is coming too close to the, the glass. You have
to step, of course, inside. So you have to dive in that tank.
Again, I planted every coral. Some are glued, some are not glued. It isn't necessary that everything is glued, but certainly all the stuff on the back walls, these here I glued, you glue those in. Some are on gravity, but they, like it is, they grow and attach on their own. You have the little Scalemia garden down here.
Which is beautiful.
And the Acan slope. So this, again, the basis of this was all Aqua Roche. All Aqua Roche from France. So I designed this with Jerome. We came back and forth with the designs. I told them that I wanted to attach it to the walls with silicone, attach the pieces as we're building. So there's some piles in the middle, PVC pipes to hold the spots. And then there's a swim through here, there's a swim through there, swim through here. And in the back corners, there's a big cave there and a big cave over there. And those are, again, important areas for the flow to circulate through the aquarium. And likewise, it's wide, it's about 2 meters. And the rock goes up the back. So the corals can grow out over time to the sunlight and to the LED lights. So that is another aspect of thinking where to plant the corals. It's doing really well. Another year will go by and then it'll be unbelievable. So I think maybe we should feed the fish. What do you think? We like feeding the Tangs, the pellet food, and I'll give them a little handful and you'll see some activity. Hey Alex, you want to see Chris, Jolene, the feeding of the fish? We'll give them a little food.
Did you had some problems, yes, with that tank?
Well, I can't think of a lot because there was a lot of pre-planning, but when we went into there with some live rock, so I use aquaculture live rock from the Florida Keys.
Yes.
This is how you have such beautiful coralline algae and such a biological establishment with the sponges and the tunicates and the boring things that live in the rock. So with that, we went through the rock, we cured the rock, we went through the rock, we picked out some bristleworm, we picked out a little crab, a little stone crab, things of that nature that might have been on the aquacultured rock from the Florida Keys. And then we had a bristleworm, and then we had another bristleworm, and a third bristleworm, and we caught 3 of them out in about 3 months. We had the traps, you saw them in there, you could grab them with the tongs or a net, and we got them out. And then we thought we saw one more, but then we didn't see it for like 6 months, 8 months. We didn't see it again. Even at night, it wasn't coming out. And then I had this piece of stylophora, the purple stylophora back there, and more polyps were dying on it. But I looked at it and I thought, they're not dying. Nothing's dying. They're getting eaten. And one day Joe was here and they saw a bristleworm again. It was a crazy thing. And then Joe, 2 weeks ago, was in the aquarium, started to break off the white branches from the stylophora, and there inside was the bristleworm. And he goes, oh. Oh,
catch a worm like that out of that tank.
But he's in there diving. So
while diving.
He says, yeah, give me the snappers.
Yeah.
And so we have the hemostats, and he goes in there, and he carefully gets in there and got it, and he pulled it out, and
like
we were
eel.
So now the bristleworm is gone.
Okay, good.
But I don't think we have any more pests. But that's one of the challenges, of course, with reef aquariums. You may get a pest, you will get a pest, for certainly, with corals. You can do your very best and start with maybe very, very little frags. But with such a big aquarium, how can I start with little frags? It's impossible. This is what we use for the bristleworm. I got them and pulled them out.
As you can see, we are above the tank and it's quite hard to film. Check out that construction here. Jeff is able to go above the tank. I will show you some of the picture how this is possible, because he just put these plates above the tank and put away all the LED lights. Great! Okay guys, this was a quick tour through that beautiful aquarium here in Florida. Thanks a lot for Jeff, thanks a lot for Alex from Abyss for taking me with him. And yeah, right now we're going on another trip for you. Stay tuned. subscribe to the channel if you are interested in things like that, and we'll see you again soon. Bye bye.